Alright, what's going on? It's been a while. Heading over to my friend's house now, where I've got the e30 stored at. The goal today is get all the interior out. I'm pretty sure there's some rust in the floorboard, so I want to get that patched up properly. That way then I can undercoat the whole car and start reassembling it. Front subframe is shipping back, and then I gotta go take it to get powder coated. Oil pan will come back with that, and then I gotta start assembling the S54 so I can get that in the car. But yeah, I'll pick this back up when I get to his house, and then we'll go from there. So we're here. I bought this new tripod. I'm filming this all on my phone as always, but I'm trying to do it a little bit better about how much I actually record. So we'll see how this turns out. But here is the e30. Let's get it uncovered and hang on now. So we'll get this uncovered and start working on pulling all the interior out of it. Yeah. As you can tell, there really isn't too much in the interior already. We did have to pull some out. Like the center console we already pulled out while we were getting the rear subframe out. But the main things I need to get out today are this driver's seat. I can pull all the carpet. I can pull the throttle pedal because we're not going to use that anymore with the swap. Yeah, I'd like to get the dash out too and try and rip all this carpet off of it. I bought a plastic dash cover on Temu, so I'm hoping that'll be good enough. But yeah, so I'll start getting to it, and I'll record what I can. Alright, so now that the seat's out, I can go about pulling this carpet, which should be easy enough. It's definitely not OEM carpet. So I can get that out. I can replace it if I want. I guess I need to buy some hardware for that seat, because it definitely, only the front two bolts were holding it on. Which it looks like they never even put holes in the carpet for the back bolts. So that's cool. I'll probably replace this carpet and try and find something that fits it a little better. But for now, I'll just get back to pulling this apart, and we'll keep filming. Alright, as you can see, all the carpet's out of it. I'll pull this off. I don't really know why. I guess next would be pull the throttle pedal out. I kind of halfway took it apart, trying to get the carpet out around it. Unfortunately, there's no HVAC box, which kind of sucks. I'll have to find one of those. And then this ugly blue fabric on the dash. I'm gonna see about getting the dash out. I'm trying to pull that off, or just trying to pull it off with the dash in the car. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we'll keep moving, keep recording more stuff. I'm happy with how much I'm actually being able to record now with this new tripod. I'm hoping you guys enjoy it too. I'm kind of just time-lapsing everything, like working on the car. I don't really know if you guys want like how-to stuff or just watching me, like, you know, try and get everything I can done, and then catching you guys up like this. I don't really know what I want to make, like the videos. Some stuff I watch. So I got all the carpet out. Unfortunately, there's no HVAC box, so I'll have to source one of those. I think the next step is pulling the throttle pedal. I might try and pull the dash too. I really hate this blue fabric that's on it. I'd like to get that off. I bought on Temu, they sell dash caps for these cars for like 50 bucks. There's really no point in trying to find a crack-free dash. But I'll link the Temu dash cap. That way people can see it. But yeah, so we'll get back to trying to pull more stuff out of this and see how the rest of it goes. All right, I think I've successfully made it worse. I think I am gonna have to pull the dash out to pull this off. I'm not quite sure how yet. I've got to look that up. I've never really done E30 stuff to this extent. I got the throttle linkage out. That's it sitting right there. But I need to work on getting the pedal out still. All that can come out because, like I said, we're not using any of it with the S54 swap. You have to swap to the electronic throttle pedal. So all that needs to come out in preparation for that. And then I'd like to figure out how to get this dash out so I can finish getting all this carpet off. But yeah, we'll get going. All right, the throttle pedal's out. Throttle pedal and the stop are out. So now I can work on figuring out how to put the E46 M3 electric pedal in. I think I need to get the bracket. I forgot to grab that when I grabbed everything else out of that car, which sucks. I might just have to buy a whole nother throttle pedal and bracket. I'm still gonna try and pull the dash out so I can work on getting the rest of this blue carpet off. I don't really know what more that entails. Hopefully not a whole bunch. But yeah, super stoked. There's no massive holes in the floor, which is what I was worried about. There are some big rusty spots on the car that need to get patched up. I thought I was gonna have to do a bunch of that in here. I might coat the floor pan and seal it while I have everything out. It looks like maybe somebody already started that. I don't think this is factory coating. I could be wrong. It might be, actually. But I think it'd be nice to coat the floor pan. Just that way I can prevent anything. Maybe coat it in like a rust, what do you call it? Converter, whatever that stuff is. But yeah, so I'll get to work on trying to get this dash out and we'll go from there.
Oh my God, dude. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck?
So I forgot to time lapse pulling this shit out of the dash. So I'm catching up now. I've got everything off of here, which is awesome. But I think I have to buy a dash because I don't know why they did this, but they filled in that little cubby there. The dash is really rough underneath this. Which I have that cover, I have that cap, but the cap won't work with this filled in, so I guess I'm buying a dash, which I can buy a cracked dash because I have that cap, but it still kind of sucks. I don't want to have to buy a new one. All right, I was able to get the dash out. It's not too bad in here. Everything is pretty straight. The light switch panel, the bulb socket in it broke, so I might get a new one of those. And then I just plugged everything back in, that way I don't lose track of where everything plugs into. I'd like to try and replace the radio harness. It looks like a lot of it was hacked up, which sucks. But everything else looks like it's pretty much there. I'm not really sure what route to go with this car right now. As much as I want it to be like a street car kind of daily thing, it's pretty rough in here. Just wiring wise. But I don't know. I'll put some thought into it and then decide which way to go. Yeah, overall, like, the car's not super bad. It's just the radio harness kind of sucks. I don't know what's going on with any of the speaker wiring. So like that's all stuff that has to get fixed. But overall, it's not too bad. It definitely needs a dash though. So I definitely got more done than I thought I was going to today. I didn't think I'd get the dash out. But now I've got a guy down south of here that parts out a bunch of e30s. I might see what I can get from him to try and put the car back together. That way I can make some progress. I'd like to replace this door. There's a bunch of wood screws in the trim and the door panel, so I'd like to replace that. But yeah, overall, just gotta make a decision on what route to go with the car. And then go from there. I think the car is definitely staying S54. I've already put a bunch of money into the S54 and money towards the swap of putting it in this car. So I think I'll stick to that. But it's not too late to decide whether this becomes like a street car or just like a semi-budget like track car. The only thing that sucks with turning it into like a track car is it doesn't with an S54, I don't know what like class it'd fit into, so I'd have to look into like what I could do with the car. But yeah, I mean, I'll keep plugging away at it and keep filming, you know, what I can. I definitely like the tripod setup. I think it helped a bunch. So yeah, I think this is gonna be it for today, and we'll pick up when we decide what to do next. But before I close it out, if you guys could like leave comments of what you'd like to see more, or if you'd like to see more, you know, just what you guys want to see from what I upload. That way I can kind of get an idea of where to go, because I think I have a directive of what I want to do, but I also, you know, for this project at least, I want to know what you guys want to see. So yeah, subscribe if you want to stick around and see more, and have a good one.